The shaking Earth. The Earth did not tremble because of war. It trembled because something beneath it was waking up. Fire the first signs. It started in the Pacific Rim, where fishermen reported the ocean breathing. The waves didn't just crash, they inhaled and exhaled, as if pulled by some ancient lungs beneath the surface. The government dismissed it as seismic activity, but scientists knew better. Dr. Amara Kessler, the world's leading geologist, recorded anomalies, tremors deeper than any tectonic fault, radiation spikes inside the Mariana Trench, and a hum that rattled the bones of anyone near the ocean. "Something is moving," she whispered during a midnight briefing. "Something alive." That same night, entire islands near the trench sank beneath the waves. Milky Way, a call for heroes. When the tremors reached Tokyo and skyscrapers swayed like grass, the world panicked. Emergency broadcasts filled every screen. Unexplained seismic surges, radiation levels rising, global evacuation protocols in effect. But amidst the chaos, two signals lit up the skies. From a void between galaxies descended Nebula Man, his violet aura cutting through the storm clouds. He landed atop the United Nations Tower in New York, his armor glowing with shifting patterns of cosmic light. His white eyes reflected concern, not for himself, but for humanity trembling below. From the burning sun itself, a crimson streak fell like a comet. Solar Ion emerged in a blaze of radiant gold, his midnight armor gleaming, starburst emblem pulsing with raw energy. He hovered beside Nebula Man, his crimson cape crackling with solar fire. "Tell me you feel it too," Solar Ion said, his voice grave. Nebula Man's jaw tightened. "It isn't from this world. Dragon, the monster stirs." The tremors grew. The sea split open. From the trench rose a shadow that blotted out the horizon. Towers of water crashed against cities as the ocean heaved, spilling ships like toys. The creature's head emerged first. Alien, reptilian, armored with obsidian scales cracked by glowing red fissures. For glowing eyes blinked awake, radiating pure hatred. Its roar came not as sound, but as a frequency that shook glass, shattered bones, and silenced the earth itself. The world's cameras caught the first clear glimpse of it. A monster unlike anything humanity had ever imagined. Alien Godzilla. But this was no simple beast. Its jagged crystalline spines pulsed like reactors, absorbing radiation from the earth itself. Its split jaw crackled with crimson energy, as if it could vomit destruction at will. For the first time in history, Earth faced a predator from beyond the stars. Cross swords, the first clash. Solar Ion didn't wait. He streaked forward like a burning meteor, his fists blazing golden. "We can't let it reach land." He struck the monster's head with all his solar might. The impact lit up the sky, an explosion of fire and light that could blind armies. But Alien Godzilla barely flinched. It turned its four glowing eyes toward him and swatted him out of the sky with a single crystal spine from its back. Solar Ion crashed into the ocean, sending tsunamis across coastlines. "Nebula Man." Solarian's voice strained through the calms. "It's stronger than anything I've faced." Nebula Man soared above the creature, cosmic aura swirling galaxies around his fists. He unleashed a storm of violet-blue energy bolts, each blast strong enough to shatter asteroids. They rained down on Alien Godzilla's chest, cracking its armor and exposing molten veins. The monster roared in pain, staggering back, then unleashed its own retaliation. From its maw came a beam of alien radiation, jagged and unstable, tearing through the atmosphere like a burning scar. It missed Nebula Man by inches, slicing through the clouds and splitting the ocean open for miles. The world gasped. Globe showing Europe, Africa, humanity watches. All across Earth, people clung to screens as live footage broadcast the impossible. Children cried in underground shelters. Scientists whispered prayers. Soldiers tightened their grips on useless rifles. Dr. Kessler, watching from the Tokyo Command Center, muttered, "This isn't evolution. This isn't mutation. This is invasion." Collision heroes tested. Solar Ion erupted from the ocean, drenched but blazing with renewed fury. His body pulsed like a miniature sun, heat waves distorting the air around him. He looked to Nebula Man. We have to end this now. If it makes landfall, then Earth trembles forever. Nebula Man finished, his eyes glowing white-hot. They launched together, Starfire and Nebula Storm colliding against Alien Godzilla in a combined assault. For a moment, the monster reeled, forced back into the ocean, waves exploding outward like nuclear shockwaves. But Alien Godzilla's spines lit up brighter than ever before. The sea boiled, radiation levels spiked, and with one massive surge, it unleashed a catastrophic energy pulse that hurled both heroes across the sky like ragdolls. The world went silent again. Alien Godzilla lifted its head, roaring, as if declaring victory before the true war had even begun. When monsters walk the earth, water wave landfall. The monster didn't hesitate. With every step forward, the ocean itself bent around Alien Godzilla's titanic frame. Entire container ships snapped like toys against its armored hide. And then, with a surge that dwarfed tsunamis, it stepped on a land. Tokyo's shorelines vanished beneath its colossal foot, skyscrapers crumbling instantly, highways torn apart. The ground shook with every movement. Earth didn't just tremble, it screamed. People fled in chaos. Sirens wailed. Fighter jets swarmed in formation, missiles streaking toward the beast. Explosions lit its armored scales, but the monster kept walking. It didn't slow, not once, dragging a predator beyond Earth. Alien Godzilla's 4 glowing eyes scanned the city. They weren't mindless. They were calculating, hunting. Its spines pulsed brighter, absorbing energy from the ruined reactors beneath Tokyo. The radiation only made it stronger. Dr. Amara Kessler shouted into her comms at the UN Crisis Command. It's feeding. The more radiation it absorbs, the more unstoppable it becomes. You must stop it now, before it consumes the entire planet. But how do you stop a god? Milky Way, the return of the cosmic heroes. From the ash-filled skies, a streak of violet energy tore downward. Nebula Man crashed into the battlefield, his cape shredded but aura blazing brighter than ever. He stood at the center of the ruined streets, a defiant figure of cosmic light. Moments later, the ground itself shook as Solar Ion descended in a beam of solar fire, his golden aura setting the rubble alight. His eyes blazed with fury. Solar Ion shouted over the chaos. This is no beast, it's a weapon. Nebula Man replied. Then we break it before it breaks the earth. Together, they rose again. Cross swords clashed in the city. The battle that followed was cataclysmic. Nebula Man unleashed a storm of violet-blue cosmic blasts, cutting through the air like meteors, striking Alien Godzilla's spines and shattering crystal shards. The monster staggered but retaliated instantly, its split jaw opening to release a beam of crimson radiation that sliced through entire districts, reducing skyscrapers to glowing rubble. Solar Ion soared around its head, fists blazing like miniature suns. Each punch cracked the monster's armored hide, spilling molten alien light from its wounds. But Alien Godzilla adapted. With a whip of its crystal-bladed tail, it smashed Solar Ion through 3 towers before he caught himself in midair, aura flickering but unbroken. The city burned. Millions watched in terror as the world's strongest champions barely held their ground. Collision humanity strikes back. The Japanese Self-Defense Force launched its trump card, Project Aegis, a fleet of experimental energy cannons. Rows of massive weapons, powered by fusion reactors, fired in unison. Beams of concentrated plasma lanced across the night sky, piercing into Alien Godzilla's chest. For the first time, the monster howled in pain, its armored scales fracturing. The world cheered, but Alien Godzilla only grew angrier. It released a shockwave of alien energy that annihilated the cannons in a single blast, the shock flattening entire city blocks. The cheering turned to silence. Shooting star heroes versus God. Nebula Man landed on the creature's shoulder, gripping one of its glowing spines. With a roar of determination, he poured his cosmic energy directly into its body, trying to destabilize the crystal core. The alien veins lit up violently, surging with unstable power. But Alien Godzilla thrashed, throwing him off like a rag doll. Nebula Man crashed into a crater, his armor sparking, blood dripping from his mouth. Solar Ion, blazing like the sun itself, unleashed his ultimate move, a solar Nova Strike. He concentrated his entire radiant aura into one colossal punch, driving it into the monster's chest. The ground split, light engulfed the skyline, and for a moment it looked like Alien Godzilla would fall. But the beast held, and then it smiled. Its four glowing eyes turned towards Solar Ion with something terrifyingly intelligent, and it whispered, not in words, but in a psychic hum that filled every mind on Earth. You cannot kill what was born to rule. The fall of hope. Silence before the storm. For the first time in human history, the world fell silent. From Tokyo to New York, every broadcast showed the same thing. Alien Godzilla, standing victorious among the ruins of a city once filled with life. Its four glowing eyes gazed at the heavens, as if mocking the universe itself. Nebula Man and Solar Ion, battered and bloodied, hovered at a distance, small, fragile lights against the towering monstrosity. Humanity wanted to believe they could still win. But deep inside, everyone felt the same despair. Alien Godzilla's power. The monster's spines pulsed brighter, channeling the radiation it had absorbed. Red and violet arcs of energy crackled across its jagged body. With each step, the ground split open, magma surging from deep fissures. It wasn't just feeding anymore. It was terraforming. Dr. Amara Kessler, safe in the underground Tokyo Command bunker, screamed at the monitors. It's reshaping Earth for itself. If it succeeds, this planet won't be ours anymore. It'll be its nest. Desperate strike. Nebula Man could barely stand, his cosmic armor cracked and glowing weakly. But he refused to yield. His glowing white eyes locked onto the beast, and his aura reignited in a storm of violet and blue nebulae. Solar Ion, one more time, he said. Solar Ion, coughing blood, clenched his fists. His crimson cape hung in tatters, but his starburst emblem still glowed. He gave a grim nod. Together, they surged forward. Solar Ion went high, blazing fists hammering Alien Godzilla's head in a flurry of solar fire. Nebula Man dove low, charging his cosmic energy into a single spear of light aimed at the creature's chest. For a brief, glorious moment, the impossible seemed possible. The monster staggered. Its armor cracked deeper. Its roar shook the skies in pain. The world dared to hope. The monster evolves. But hope died in an instant. Alien Godzilla's fractured chest began to glow, not with weakness, but with rebirth. The cracks sealed themselves, molten veins forming new crystalline armor even stronger than before. Its dorsal spines elongated, sharp as mountains, glowing with crimson alien fire. Its roar this time was not of pain. It was of ascension. A devastating pulse of alien radiation burst outward, a sphere of energy that incinerated everything in its path. Entire city districts vaporized. Nebula Man shielded a group of survivors with his cosmic aura, but the blast hurled him through 3 skyscrapers before he vanished beneath rubble. Solar Ion tried to counter the wave with a radiant shield of solar fire. His aura cracked, flickered, then shattered. The explosion threw him miles into the air, his body crashing into the sea like a fallen star. Humanity in terror. The cameras still streamed. The world watched in horror. People wept in bunkers. Soldiers dropped their weapons. Children clung to parents who could not promise tomorrow. And across the globe, one question echoed louder than sirens. If even the cosmic heroes can't win, who will save us? The monster's roar. Alien Godzilla lifted its head to the heavens and released a roar so powerful, satellites in orbit shook and malfunctioned. The sound wasn't just noise, it was dominion. Every living thing felt it in their bones. A declaration. Earth was no longer humanity's world. The rebellion of the broken. New Moon buried, but not broken. The ruins of Tokyo smoldered. Beneath layers of collapsed steel and concrete, a faint glow pulsed. Nebula Man's aura reignited. With a roar of defiance, he exploded from the rubble, blue-purple cosmic fire ripping the ruins apart. His armor was shattered, one gauntlet missing, but his glowing eyes still burned with unyielding will. Far out at sea, solar ions sank in darkness. The world above blurred in silence. Just as his heartbeat faltered, a vision seared into his mind. His people, his home star, his oath never to let Earth suffer their fate. With a scream of raw life force, his starburst emblem blazed like a newborn sun, and he shot back to the surface, his crimson cape igniting in flame. The heroes were broken, but not beaten. Globe showing Europe, Africa, humanity rises. In the underground command center, Dr. Kessler refused to spare. She slammed her fist on the table. No more waiting for gods to save us. We fight beside them. Across the world, militaries rallied, civilians built resistance zones, and scientists prepared experimental weapons, ion cannons, gravity bombs, and radiation absorbers designed to weaken Alien Godzilla's core. For the first time, it wasn't just the heroes against the monster. It was Earth itself. Dragon Alien Godzilla's dominion. Alien Godzilla lumbered toward the Pacific, glowing fissures trailing behind it. Its new form was terrifying. Spines like crystalline mountains, armored skin pulsing with lava veins, jaws radiating alien fire. It plunged into the ocean, sending tsunamis across entire coastlines. The monster was preparing for something far worse. From seismic scans, Dr. Kessler gasped. It's heading for the tectonic core. If it destabilizes Earth's mantle, the planet won't just die. It'll shatter. Cross swords, the hero's last stand begins. Nebula Man and Solar Ion regrouped above the Pacific storm. Lightning split the sky as the Titans faced the abyss. Nebula Man clenched his broken gauntlet and whispered, "We can't just fight it. We must outthink it." Solarian's fiery aura blazed brighter, veins of silver energy coursing across his body. Then we hit it where it's weakest together. Milky Way, cosmic synergy. The heroes unleashed everything. Solar Ion absorbed solar energy, turning his body into a blazing inferno. His crimson cape burned like a comet as he hurled starfire blasts that vaporized tidal waves. Nebula Man bent cosmic matter itself, forging weapons of pure starlight and nebulae. Chains, spears, shields that lashed at the monster's titanic frame. For the first time since its awakening, Alien Godzilla faltered. Its crystalline spines cracked under Solarian's barrage. Nebula Man drove a cosmic spear deep into its shoulder, purple energy exploding like a supernova. The beast roared in rage and pain, thrashing the ocean into whirlpools. Globe showing Europe, Africa, humanity joins the fight. From battleships and orbital satellites, humanity's weapons unleashed hell. Gravity bombs detonated, pinning Alien Godzilla for precious seconds. Radiation-absorbing cannons drained the monster's aura, weakening its glow. Swarms of drones, laced with plasma charges, peppered its weak points. For the first time, the fight wasn't just heroes versus monster. It was all of Earth against extinction. Collision, the monster strikes back. But Alien Godzilla was no mindless beast. Its spines glowed crimson as it unleashed a wave of alien energy so intense that half the Pacific lit up like molten glass. Entire fleets evaporated. Islands cracked apart. Nebula Man was hurled back, his cape shredded, his body barely holding together. Solar Ion shielded a battleship, taking the brunt of the blast. His armor split, silver veins glowing dangerously unstable. Dr. Kessler's voice rang out over comms. They won't survive another strike like that. High voltage, the hero's final gamble. Hovering above the blazing ocean, Nebula Man and Solar Ion locked eyes. They didn't need words. This was their final chance. Solarian's aura flared, brighter than ever, even as it consumed his life force. Nebula Man gathered the last of his cosmic energy into a singularity of nebula light, a weapon that could either kill the beast or destroy them all. Below, Alien Godzilla rose higher from the sea, towering like a mountain, its jaws opening to unleash a world-ending blast. The stage was set. The last dawn, new moon, the final roar. The Pacific storm raged like the end of creation. Alien Godzilla towered above it all, its crystalline spines glowing like 1,000 blood-red suns. It opened its jagged crystal jaw, energy building within, a cataclysmic beam meant to shatter continents. The ocean boiled, ships trembled, and humanity stared into extinction. But above the waves, two broken heroes refused to bow. Nebula Man's aura flickered wildly, his body cracked with cosmic fractures. Solarian's starburst emblem glowed dimly, his veins of silver energy sparking dangerously. Yet when their eyes met, there was no fear, only resolve. Milky Way Cosmic Union. Together, Nebula Man whispered. Always, Solar Ion replied. In that instant, their powers intertwined. Nebula Man bent the cosmic weave, forging a singularity of nebula light, a sphere of infinite gravity and starlight, pulsing with the birth of galaxies. Solar Ion fed it with pure stellar energy, his life force burning like a newborn star. His crimson cape ignited in a golden flame, his armor glowing brighter than the sun. The result, a weapon not of destruction, but creation. A cosmic sun, forged by sacrifice. Cross swords, the final clash. Alien Godzilla unleashed its beam, a river of annihilation that split the sky. At the same moment, Nebula Man and Solar Ion hurled their cosmic sun forward. The clash was indescribable. Light and darkness collided in an explosion that spanned oceans. The sea evaporated for miles. Clouds turned to fire. Earth itself trembled, its crust shuddering under the weight of godlike fury. For a moment, it seemed the monster's beam would prevail, its crimson light pushing forward, tearing through the storm. But then humanity struck. From orbit, satellites fired every remaining cannon. From land, ion cannons blazed. From sea, what was left of Earth's fleet unleashed their last charges. The world itself stood beside its heroes, and the balance shifted, dragging the fall of Alien Godzilla. Alien Godzilla shrieked, its crystalline spines cracking, its body splitting with molten fissures. The cosmic sun pierced its chest, detonating inside like a newborn universe. The beast staggered, towering arms clawing at the sky, its roar shaking the planet. Then, with one last howl that echoed through creation itself, Alien Godzilla collapsed into the sea. The ocean swallowed the titan. Red fissures glowed for moments longer, then faded into nothing. Silence fell. Sun, the sacrifice. As the waters calmed, Nebula Man floated weakly, barely conscious. His armor was scorched, his aura gone. Solar Ion hovered beside him, but his glow was fading. His starburst emblem was cracked, his body nearly consumed by the power he had given. Nebula, protect them, Solar Ion whispered, voice faint. The Earth is yours now. Nebula Man reached for him. No, we did this together. We finished this together. But Solar Ion smiled faintly, his golden eyes dimming. The dawn always returns, even if the star burns out. With that, his body dissolved into radiant starlight, scattering across the sky like 1,000 suns. Solar Ion was gone. Globe showing Europe, Africa, the aftermath. All across Earth, humanity watched the storm fade. The skies cleared, sunlight breaking through the smoke. The Pacific still churned, but Alien Godzilla's presence was gone. For the first time since its awakening, Earth was free. Dr. Kessler stood in the control center, tears streaming. They did it, she whispered. They saved us. Sparkles the legacy. On the shore, Nebula Man stood alone, cape torn, body scar but alive. He looked at the horizon where Solarian's light had faded. In the sky, faint constellations glowed, forming the outline of a crimson starburst. Solarian's legacy. Nebula Man raised his fist. For him, for Earth, for all of us. The people of Earth cheered. From that day, humanity no longer saw themselves as helpless beneath titans. They had stood beside their heroes. And one hero had given everything. Clapperboard cinematic ending. As the camera panned out, the ocean was calm, the city smoldering but alive, and humanity rebuilding. But deep below the Pacific Trench, a faint glow pulsed, a shard of alien Godzilla's crystalline spine, still burning with alien energy. The story was over, but the war had only begun.